Okay, I'm going to do pop-up readings for, I'm going to try to do Libra through Pisces. Okay, we're going to try and look at some of the astrological stuff. Okay, so let's start with Libra. All right, Libra. Okay, why do I feel like this deck is thin? Okay, so I feel like you're starting to feel like yourself again. Okay. Eight of Swords. Well, okay, so it's kind of back and forth then. Sometimes you feel like yourself and sometimes you don't. It's like that commercial, right? That old candy bar commercial. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. One has coconut and one has almonds. Almonds joy, almond joy. Almonds joys got nuts, mounds don't. Okay. All right. So that's what I feel like. Okay. Three of Wands. Five of Wands reversed. That's good. Okay, and I feel like that's crossing both of these. Okay. Oh, there's those. Okay. Now, yesterday there was a reading that I did. Okay, Hierophant reverse. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Now, I'm going to put that back here because I feel like that's what you've been doing. Okay. Tower. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So I was going to start out doing another kind of reading with the Creative Tarot deck, with the art deck. Okay. And there was an artist that came out for you, and then I decided not to because when I got to Scorpio, a bunch of cards came out. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, okay, let me just do a different kind of reading. I'm trying to keep it light and simple. Okay, but it looks like it's wanting to go deep. Okay. So now there was this artist, okay, and he was American German designer. Okay, and he built some towers. One was silver and one was black, and this one is gold. So I feel like you're trying to reach for the golden age. And now in your life, like the gold. Okay, so now what I'm getting to is yesterday there was a reading where eggs came up. And that was I didn't get into it, but that was the Haumea energy. Okay, now Haumea is a planet. Let me see if I can find that card with the eggs. Okay, now it's like oblong eggs. Okay, but it's egg shaped. Oh, I want to say oblique is the word that's coming to my mind. But they're they have a okay. So what I'm getting is with that, Haumea it was moving from Libra to Scorpio. Okay, now if you have Scorpio in your charts, that is affecting your experience. Okay, it's not affecting, but it's helping you to rise, is what I want to say. Raise your vibration, because if it's working as a mirror, that planet Haumea is a high. It's oblique, oblong, and it has a high spin rate. So that's what I feel like these particles. This is like crystallization. So it's like, and what's interesting is that planet, because of the high spin rate, it had lots of ice. But then the ice the ice kind of thinned out, so there was only a thin sheet of ice left. And so that's kind of the message. It's like, look, that was coming up in other shorts. It's like, look how you shine, darling. So it's like that inner high vibrating energy is starting to become the dominant energy again. And that's where I feel like this weeble wobble seesaw was, right? The scales weighing in on things. Um, and now it's like steady energy. For me, tower is alignment, and even looks like thin ice here. So if you felt like you were treading on thin ice, it's like warming up. That's what I'm getting. It's warming up. Okay, so if you've been shielding yourself with a cool exterior and you iced out your own heart, this is that high spin rate that's bringing you crystallization in your body, and change isn't always easy. And so if you've been having a challenging time, that could be why. And crystallization, it takes time for that to happen. Okay, so just be easy on yourself. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so all right, now what was that? Okay. So now, whatever this, you were waiting for your seeds to come in, and it's like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the story of the Titanic a little bit. Okay. It's like two people on the edge of the boat and they're flying high, and then all of a sudden something happens. So that could have been the Uranus energy. Okay. All right. And here's the. This is like never ending story, it's reminding me of. Oh, here's an egg here. And there's money bags here. Who's that? Okay, someone's dad. Okay, so you know what I'm getting, Libra, is you have Make and Haumea went to Scorpio, and then you have Ceres. Okay, so I don't know why I picked up Spain. Are you okay? But anyway, Ceres, Make, those are all ancestors. So if you have a father that's crossed over, try and connect, because I feel like they want to help you with all whatever this challenging energy was. And now, if you haven't been flexible and you have a job that's in the public eye, and look at all these keyholes, that's what they want to help you with. Okay, so it's like it takes a certain frequency or vibration to get to the next phase. So it's like high spin rate is what it takes. And this is like taking on too much and having to drop the whole ball. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, now this could be competition for some people, or feeling challenged by the competition that's out there in the world. But I want to say what's meant for you is meant for you. Okay, now. Okay, so if you have a father that's crossed over, they would like to assist you. That's what I see. Birds as spirit. Okay. Anyway, so what is this? For some of you, it's a feminine energy that's crossed over, and you're the masculine. Okay. Masculine could be a man or a woman who's harnessing masculine energy. Okay. All right. Not a lot of times women who raise their own children without a husband harness both energies. Okay. It's a strong energy. Okay. what am I, see, and then this is like the violet ray here. Okay, so I feel like it's like wanting a higher spin. And it's like listening to that inner world. If you see some spirit as an outside thing, that's where you go inside. Don't go out. Go within. And then you can move with that rod. Okay, but I feel like what this is representing is something unconventional, more flexibility, moving easier, moving in the flow. If you're defining relationship, it may be some sort of unconventional way. But this could also represent scorpionic energy, I feel like, in the reverse. But anyway, so that, how are you moving that? Okay, so I feel like those are the things that want to be said here. Okay, now let's take a look at this. Yeah, see, even this boat is flying high. Okay. All right, now what is this? Let's get back over here. Okay, so you're waiting for something. You want things to be fair. See, it's like a swirl. It's like spinning at a high rate and then going higher. All right, and then, but feeling like you can't or don't want to change. That's what this is. Now, for some of you, this is like fighting with your exes about money and stuff like that. Okay. Or feeling bound to them because you had children with them. Okay, but you need to free yourself from all that. Okay. Now, this is for a masculine who has an earth sign in their heart, and they put it on the back burner. And you see them as a positive force. But if you were doing weeble wobble, it was like seeing them as a positive force, then seeing them as a negative force, then seeing them as a positive force, okay, in your life. But it's like, this looks like a wheat rose. Okay, so this looks like 3 of Pentacles here. So you're building on something. Oh, that's interesting. This one has an open chest and this one doesn't. So there's another person for someone. You see, one is more frisky and freer with their physical body, and the other one is more reserved and conservative, I want to say. One you see is more like you, playful and fun, and the one is more regal. All right, so what about that? Now, for some of you, I feel like this is for the feminine. A mother was some sort of influence in your life on how your relationship unfolded. And here's the 7 sisters. Yeah. Okay. So for some of you, that's family influence is so dominant that it's like it doesn't give your love a chance. And it's going to take courage to step outside of that and not put into the equation all the little chitter chatter things that they say. Just follow your heart. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. See, and this is like you, the Libra. Justice card is Libra. So it's like wanting to show your heart. Okay. But you were doing this if you were in a leadership position. Like standing your position and not showing your heart. So that could have been the Haumea going from Libra to Scorpio, and in that high spin, and encouraging you to open up your heart. And look at this, sacred geometry, beautiful. See, there's a beautiful aurora borealis here, and this one's golden, right? And this tower is even golden, so that could have brought change. See that? And this is like your body temple. It's golden. So see yourself as that pure being. Okay. And then that is how you're going to bring your positive outcomes, especially if you had that Uranus energy with that Hierophant card. Okay, so you want to bring in the positive outcome no matter what's happened up until now. Okay, so let you be the dominant influence in your world. Okay, now, for some of you, this is Seven Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life and Expression. So, for some of you, this is like, ooh, that's Orion. So you could see some sort of feminine force as a negative influence. Okay. But it's like, look at the big picture because there's a reaching for something higher. Okay. Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life. It's like the screen of life, right? And putting in a new story that's unfolding here. This is like substance, your crystal, recrystallizing into something magnificent. Okay, and then like the EU flag, right? They have a circle of stars. Okay, so it's real supportive energy. They like do what they can to really support each other. So, and I feel like whatever that is, you want to be supported too. And I feel like you can get the support in the non-physical. Have you been connecting with that world though? Here's nine of cups on the bottom. Okay, so that's wish fulfillment. Okay, now there's a bathtub. Okay, so stress management and just like kind of purifying your own energy. And these pants remind me of the Pope. When I went to, what is that? The Vatican. The guard had some kind of pants like this. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. Pope and Arrow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's that song. Yeah. 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 That song came up before. Okay. It's like, no matter what they look like on the outside, it's like, what if God was one of us, right? So it's like, see that pure light, and that's going to change your world, that purification. And here's like a dragon tail here, and a rat foot. Okay, so maybe that's how you felt, but look at all the cups here. Okay. At the end of the day, you might feel like that. So do what you can to, you could take a bath and soak in the tub and really, yeah, see Four of Swords is next to that. Do what you can to manage your stress because that could influence your, oh, here's that card. That's what card I was looking for. That's the Haumea energy. See, and this one's above the claws. So that came up in someone else's reading too. I think it was Aquarius. But at any rate, it's like a high rate spin. That's what it's calling for this reading. Okay. Woo! And see, and that's how the next card was Empress. Okay. And the one before that is this rebirth card. Okay, death. Now, for some of you, all right, so you want to take a look at how you view death for some of you. That's what I want to say. Some of you don't believe, see, because this is like go within and ask yourself how you view death. Because if you have some sort of fear around that, that can also affect this too. All right, now some of you don't believe in death. And don't feel anything. That's Three of Swords reverse. And don't feel anything about that subject. So that's great if you believe in eternal life. But sometimes when you're harnessing that energy, that could cause pain to others. So you want to take a look at that. Because see, this is what you want. The Ten of Cups, you got the Nine of Cups. And this can affect all this. So you want to take a look at that. Now, for some of you, this is that parent that crossed over. And in the past, this is not coming. This part is that parent that I was talking about that's crossed over, that wants to help you. Okay, so some of you don't have a memory or recall of that parent. Okay, so use that hermit energy to connect. Okay, so whatever is you're building seems slow, Knight of Pentacles will come in. Okay, now for some of you, this is slow and steady with your person of interest in love. And that's how you're going to change your world here. Now for some of you, you got to change your viewpoint on money. Because that is, it's like your ship's... Let me get a card on that. Okay, so if you're a leader, and you have people managing money, you want to really take a look at that. Still have those meetings and communicate, and don't take anything for face value, because you got Hermit there and you got the Pisces card. Go deeper when it comes to that. Look at the details. Sit down and spend time with figures and things like that. Now, for some of you, this is like children and what they're telling you about money. That's something seems challenging here. What is that? Okay, what I get is if you are an abundant family and you want to teach your family the old traditional values about how to manage money and okay, because I feel like you feel maybe perhaps the younger generation feels like it's just like I'm getting that phrase money grows on trees feeling. Okay, and you want them to learn the value of money. Okay, all right, well, money does paper comes from trees, right? Okay, so now there is an infinite supply, but you want to find that happy medium, right? Teaching appreciation for things and money and the value, okay? Because everything's a value we give it, right? Okay, so if you're materialistic, then you want to try and move in a balanced way about the subjects around money. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay, now for some of you, you're solo. That's what I was talking about. You're a parent. You do it all. Here's some swans. But see how this one's open-chested again? So I feel like you might feel exposed in some kind of way, but whatever that is, it's going to help you. Okay, and then you've got Star in the split. Okay, that's what came out. So doing what you can every day to bring light into your world. That's what I'm getting. See how this... See how this, it looks like there's like a split. It feels like a new world is getting ready to come in through this high spin. There's like water here, watering the earth. And there's like this globe looks like a giant gold coin. Okay, so there's money coming in. So what you want to do, they're saying here, is you want to feel good, so that you're ready when the opportunities come in and you can move with it. All right, and I'm definitely getting connect with your ancestors. Okay. All right, so let's get a closing card. someone in your physical world is bringing you a new grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. There's two birds here. All right, so there's that thing again. Okay, telepathy, transmission, perception, and communication. And that here's that wolf energy. But I feel like for some of you, that's like that mothering energy. So yeah, so was the next card. So those are this is the challenge energy, that mothering energy. You want to have a grateful optimism and be joyous in life. But if you become overprotective, right? And you want to set healthy boundaries in your workplace and your family life. I feel like that's the key here. Healthy boundaries. And that way people won't overstep. The other thing is, if you're overprotective, then that can cause problems in the future. So what does that mean? Trust spirit more, connect more, pray more, do what you can to give protection through that interconnecting. Okay. And communication. Okay, so Mercury is in Capricorn. So if you have that in your chart, I feel like you're going to have better communication with people. And then you'll feel, people will feel like they could trust you more. Okay, and things like that. So if that's in your charts, I feel like. Yeah, so I feel like you're going into this beautiful, look how everything's golden here. And here's kind of turquoise, but that I was picking up as ancestors. Okay, so I leave you with that.